up to light heavyweight. Talk to me. What would it mean to you to capture a title in that weight class?
What would it mean to me? Just cementing further my legacy, because I already have a little bit, actually a lot, in this game. But then being, like you said, the fifth athlete in the sports history to hold two belts simultaneously, that just really etch it in the history books for real, for real.
Israel, what do you think? I mean, you're 20-0. You're 9-0 since you have entered the UFC in February of 2018. What do you believe you need to show this Saturday night? Is it just about winning, or are you on a mission to really, really showcase something that we may not have seen from you before? What's your mentality like coming into this fight?
A little bit of both. It's not just about winning. I always win, but I win in a spectacular fashion when someone comes to play, and this guy's coming to play for real. But also, yes, I am a bit greedy in the sense that I kind of want to showcase a facet of my game that hasn't been seen much, which is the grappling aspect. But he might want to showcase his stand-up and show that legendary Polish power he keeps talking about. So, yeah, it depends on how he wants to play. That's how he's going to go out.
Well, you're a pleasure for students of the fight game to watch because your style is, I don't know if I've ever seen anything quite like it. You switch hit like Terrence Crawford, the welterweight champ. You never know where the shot's going to come from. It's elbows, legs, arms, right-handed, left-handed, front foot, back foot, the whole thing. And we've seen, like, the Brunson fight, the strong guy try to take you down, couldn't do it. Anderson Silva, the legend, but he's older. And the Gastelum fight, like, that to me showed me something that I hadn't seen, where you got rocked and you came back and won. What did that moment mean to you in terms of your development as a fighter and a champion, to have that rocky moment that you had to overcome as opposed to just dominating the guy the entire time?
Yeah, that was a moment in my career that was defining, and not just in my career. Like in the end of the fourth round, the beginning of the fifth round, just to make this clear, the quote I said to him was, "You can't beat me. I'm prepared to die," and I said that. And that's, like, honestly, top three, one of the greatest moments of my life, because I let go of everything. I surrendered to the great beyond. I was like, this is how I go out, this is how I go out. But what a glorious death. And when you're ready to die, you're ready to live. And when you're ready to die, you're ready to kill.
Israel, you've been fighting at 185. You're moving up to 205 for this fight Saturday night. You're moving up 20 pounds, and and please forgive me. I know you can't look past your opponent, and I'm not asking you to. I really am not. But I know somebody else that's been fighting at 205, and his name is Jon Jones.
We ain't talking about him. I'm sick of his questions. Okay. He keeps clout trotting off my fight weeks. I don't really give a fuck. Focused on one thing and one man only, and that's this Viking, Jan Blachowicz, in front of me. But if I don't get past him, then all that doesn't matter. So right now, this close to the fight, all I focus on is the guy in front of me, and no clout trouts.
Okay, the guy in front of you, Blachowicz. Hold on, Max. The guy in front of you, Blachowicz. Knockout power, that's what they're saying about him. You're moving up 20 pounds to fight a guy with knockout power. How will you fight differently for this fight compared to what you fight at 185?
The same way I fight at 185. I hit and don't get hit. It's the smartest way I feel to play the game, and I do it very well. My last fight, I don't think I got touched in the face once in 2 rounds. And this guy, he's not as fast. He's a little bit longer. He's very awkward with his style, but they all find out pretty quick once they're in there with me how awkward I am as well. Even though, because I look clean, I look smooth with it, you know what I mean? So when I'm in there, I'm making it look clean, but the cadence is weird, the rhythm is weird, it's awkward, and they can't vibe with me like that.
Your defense is really interesting. Not only, you lean straight back, but you do it offline, left and right. And so you're slick and hard to hit. And without getting into Jon Jones specifically, I know you don't want to mention that, but the light heavyweight division throughout the history of the UFC has been the glamour division. I mean, middleweight, but light heavy somehow has like been the glamour division. Is that meaningful for you to fight at light heavy and win a championship there, or try to?
It was the glamour division for a while. I mean, you had guys like Chuck Liddell, Randy Couture, Tito Ortiz, Rampage Jackson, great fighters like Daniel Cormier, you know, and so on. Who I guess, you know, it was a stacked division. It was a stacked division for a while, but then eventually when Jon started to fight recycled middleweights and recycled opponents and failed to move up in weight, it got stagnant. So yeah, it was the glamour division, and then, you know, the new dog in the yard came into the middleweight division and then put some shine on it. And then there was lightweight as well that was stacked for a long time. So yeah, for me, it's just a showcase. I mean, I look at this fight kind of like UFC 101 when Anderson Silva went up to fight Forrest Griffin, and it was a showcase. It was a masterclass. It was in the Matrix, and he knocked him out doing the moonwalk. It was crazy. So, yeah, I've got some big shoes to fill.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.